I never believed in haunted houses. I always thought those stories were made up by desperate YouTubers trying to scare kids for clicks. Ghosts, possessions, demons. It all felt like a joke to me. And I laughed at every single one. Until 2 years ago when I saw something I can't explain. Not a shadow, not a voice, not a creaky door. I saw a house that didn't just watch me, it remembered me. And now, I think it's trying to come back. I was 19 and back then I was part of this small online community where people would post the creepiest abandoned places they'd found. Stuff not on the map. Everyone wanted to find the next big viral spot. Asylums, drained lakes, burnt down motels. Most were fake or staged. But one night someone posted something that didn't feel like the usual bait. There were no filters, no dramatic fonts, just GPS coordinates. A blurry black and white photo of a 2-story wooden house deep in the forest. And a single line of text. Only go at night. Don't go inside unless it calls your name. I laughed out loud reading that. Classic internet creepypasta. But then I scrolled through the comments and realized there weren't any. Not one. No likes, no reposts, nothing. Just silence. It felt wrong. Like the post wasn't meant to be seen. Or maybe not meant to stay online. I copied the coordinates into my phone and checked the map. It led to a patch of forest in northern Pennsylvania. No trails, no roads, no houses nearby. Totally empty. That's when I called my friend Brandon. We'd explored abandoned places together before, and this looked like a good fake to film. At worst, it'd be a wasted trip. At best, we'd find something viral. We left that night. The drive took almost 6 hours. The last 40 minutes were down dirt roads so narrow, tree branches were scraping the sides of the car. Brandon kept saying he had a bad feeling. I told him that's exactly what made the video good. Then, the GPS glitched out. My phone rebooted, and when it turned back on, the screen just said, "Arrived." We stepped out. No lights, no crickets, just the stillness of trees. And in the distance, between 2 massive oaks, we saw it. The house. It looked like it had been dropped there by mistake. Not old, not new, just out of place. The windows were completely black. The porch was spotless. There were no paths leading to it, no tire tracks, no mailbox, nothing. But it was real, standing right there in front of us. I raised my camera. Brandon whispered, "Wait, do you hear that?" I listened. The air was still, but the forest felt like it was holding its breath. And then I heard it, soft, distant, like it was coming from inside the house, my name. It whispered my name. I froze. Brandon didn't hear it. I told him I thought I heard something, but I didn't tell him what. We approached the porch. The floorboards didn't creak. The wood looked new. Brandon joked that it looked too clean, like someone had just swept it. I tried the doorknob, unlocked. Of course, we stepped inside. No graffiti, no signs of squatters. The air was dry, sterile, like it had never been breathed in. But the strangest thing was the silence. Total silence. Our footsteps sounded like they echoed. Even though the room was small, everything felt off. And then we saw the walls. They were covered, I mean completely covered, in portraits. Black and white photos, all framed, all human faces. Some were smiling, others crying, some were screaming. But all of them had this dead, lifeless look in their eyes. We stepped further in, and that's when I noticed something that made my skin crawl. The faces were watching us, not literally moving, but every time I looked away and back, I swore they were turned just a bit more. It felt like walking into a room full of people pretending to be frozen. Brandon pulled out his phone to film. The screen went black, wouldn't turn on. My camera blinked twice, then died. fully charged, gone. And then we heard a sound from upstairs. A thump. We both froze. I mouthed, "Did you hear that?" Brandon nodded. He whispered, "Someone's up there." But before we could do anything, the door behind us slammed shut. Hard. The air suddenly felt heavy, like breathing was harder, like we weren't supposed to be here. That's when the lights flickered. Just once, and in that flash, I saw something. A new portrait, right in front of me. Me, my face, same hoodie, same hair, but my expression was different. Terrified, blood dripping from my eyes, mouth open in a scream, and underneath it, a brass plate. David entered at 2:41 a.m. That was my name, and that was the exact time. I didn't even scream. I couldn't. I just started backing away from the wall when Brandon yelled. He was gone, disappeared. I ran to where he was standing. Nothing, just air. And now the portraits had changed again. They were all of me, some broken, some mutilated, some smiling with no eyes. I turned around and there it was. A camera sitting on a chair in the middle of the room, an old-fashioned one. One flash left. I picked it up, shaking, and in the viewfinder, I saw Brandon, not in front of me, in the camera. He was behind glass, mouth open, screaming silently, like he was trapped in a photo. Then I heard the whisper again. "Take the picture. Take the picture." I pressed the button. Flash. Everything went white, then black. I woke up in my car. Daylight. Parked just outside the forest. My phone was dead. My camera was gone. Brandon never came back. No one believes me. The police searched the forest and found nothing. No house, no footprints, nothing. Like it never existed. But sometimes, late at night, I still hear that whisper. And last week, I found something in my phone gallery I never took. A black and white photo of me, staring, smiling. And in the corner, behind my shoulder, Brandon.